Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today for a cherry on top for the July YouTube hop, and the theme this month is family. So I am scrapping the last, well, it's one of the last pictures of the four of us together as family, as January 2nd was the last time we were together. So this is a large photo. It is 8 inches wide, and so I am working with the 6x8 paper pad and working with the Ordinary Joys collection by Pink Fresh Studio. It's created by In a Creative Bubble. And so I have this whole piece of paper that I am going to use underneath the photo, and then you can see that multicolor stripe that I have there that will go on top. So I am going to layer these all on top of white paper so that it has a white frame that I will then put on the green basil, and it's kind of a minty green, and I don't know the color. It's a little bit faded around the edges, as kind of happens with these older papers. It's been in my stash forever, so I don't know the name. Can't help you with that, sorry. So I want to keep the arrangement of these, I'm going to call them exploding arrows, that is on this piece from the 6x8 pad, and I really like that beige arrow that is there, and so I decide that to give some flow to the page, I am actually going to fussy cut the top half of that arrow so that it overlaps the photo. Just a small little detail that sometimes makes or breaks a layout. If I had just left the bottom half of the arrow and all you saw was sort of that rectangular bit, it would throw the layoff out in my mind. So this is a way of getting some continuity between that 6x8 paper that is no longer 6x8 up into the photo. It also sort of breaks the line of the grid when you've got that hard end between the photo and the patterned paper. So I have talked about this previously, about liquid adhesive. This has sort of become my preferred method of adhesion. It is also the nemesis of my adhesion because I do tend to move things quite a bit, and it is not possible when you use liquid adhesive. You have a very, very, very short window, like a 10-second window. So just trimming that off so that I have that white border. Now I have the main elements of the layout. It's just time to add some embellishment. Because I have busy patterned papers and they are multicolored, I really don't need a lot. So I am working with the cardstock stickers, the chipboard flare, and the ephemera pieces. I do not have any journaling tags. I didn't order those for some reason. I love the colors in this layout. It is very fall feeling to me, and it does talk about cozy vibes, which I don't know, to me is kind of more fallish themed, but this was January and worked perfectly for us sitting on the rooftop at a rooftop bar. We weren't even in the bar. We had gotten drinks from the bar, other than Mia. She is underage. She's also not a big drinker. Actually, Nicholas isn't a big drinker either, but he will have the occasional alcohol. And so kind of a non-thematic layout, really, just about family. And there are some great ephemera pieces that talk about family here. And so I will journal about this experience of us as family. I mean, documenting family is family, right? My family has definitely evolved since January in that we are still a family of 4. However, this is the first summer that my kids are not home for the summer. Nicholas has been home for the past 2 weekends. I went up to see Mia in West Virginia last weekend. But yeah, we are starting to very much diversify in where we are spending our time. And that's fine, because it has been exciting watching the kids grow and do their thing. Anyway, I digress. So I am creating a layout about family that I have just discussed with you. And I am just finding some embellishments that so there are two arrows that point into the circular arrows, and so I'm kind of working with that. I'm building up the left-hand side of those arrows, and you can see there is a, once I get this down and I actually adhere the things, there is in essence a visual triangle because I have 3 raised elements. My visual triangles are very rarely all the same clusters, but I do usually have 3 clusters, which I have here. So I have top left where it says out and about and family time, and then at the where I've just adhered that arrow, there will be a cluster there, and then where you see that orange heart that says seek out joy, that will be my 3rd cluster. So yeah, that is how that will go. And I raise up 2 of the elements using foam from a cherry on top to go with the chipboard flare that says family time, which becomes my title for the layout. This is a YouTube hop. We host them every month for a cherry on top, so be sure to leave a comment. Each comment that you leave on each video is an entry into a drawing for a $25 gift card to the Cherry on Top store. So leave a comment down below, and also make sure to come back each month, the first of each month. This year so far we have actually done the first of each month. So that little star, that multi-point star, is going on a popped up element, and there are parts of it that are hanging off. So I wanted just a little bit of foam that go underneath that, so that when it goes into the page protector, it doesn't kind of fall off the page per se. It's not actually going to fall off, but slope down the page. And so that's why I was reaching for that little bit of foam. I could have cut it off of the big rolls that I have, but I had it in my head that I had to have the little dot. Actually, I was looking for the little circles, which I didn't find, but I did find those squares, so they worked perfectly. This is just a label. I was bothered by the fact that it didn't go all the way down into behind the together is the best place to be, but you can't really tell that it's not there, so I decided that I needed to stop being type A and lift it and put it down and lift it and put it down and just be content with where it was going. So just, yeah, putting a mix of the ephemera pieces and the chipboard stickers, trying to get a variety of colors, because there is a variety of colors between that multicolor border and those circles there. And that will pretty much wrap it up. I wasn't sure about that geotag, but I decided I'm going to do it and then write where we were. So be sure to check out that and the journaling that I will do on the large top part of the photo there. Enjoy the close-ups. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you're doing well. Come back again soon. Take care.